What's going on, guys? What's going on, Tech Squad? What's going on, everybody? So, the Cavs lose big. The Cavs lose big to the Indiana Pacers in Game 4. Where do I start here? That's the question. Like, where do I start here? Where I get it. Don Mitchell goes down with an ankle injury in the second, didn't play the second half. And at halftime, like the score was 39-80 or 30-80. Indiana somehow, the Pacers somehow must changed up their game plan. They changed up their game plan a lot. And let me say this. I still am confident in my Cavs to come back in this series. Let's not forget that the Cavs came back in the NBA Finals down 3-1. This is a different Pacers team. I've been saying that. Halliburton, Evan Turner, Neesmith, those guys on the Pacers came back and was ready for this. They weren't backing down. They were saying, we have to win this game to end the series. And the Cavs just let the Pacers run all over them. You let the Indiana Pacers score 80 points in the first half, and you only put up 30. That's like saying that this team, this Cavaliers team, won 64 games, has the coach of the year in Kenny Atkinson, has the defense player of the year in Evan Mobley. If you are, I get the return of Don Mitchell. I get the return of Darius Garland was big. Deontay Hunter, his return was big game 3. Darius Garland's return game 3 was big. Evan Mobley's return game 3 was big. I get that. Indiana isn't playing around. They aren't. If they are able to end, if Indiana wins Game 5, I'm sorry to say it as a Cavs fan, like, this series is over if they win Game 5. Because now you're saying that the Indiana Pacers, if they win Game 5, they're going back to their second conference finals. And let me say this. I don't know how I feel about my Cavs going the way that they are going, because simply you have to figure out something. You have to figure out what are you going to do Game 5. I don't know if this was a wake-up call for the Cowboys. I don't know if this was a wake-up call for the Cavs. I don't know if this was a wake-up call for the Cavs. Because game 3, Don Mitchell has a incredible performance. With 43 points. Game 2, Don Mitchell scores 42 in Game 2 against the Pacers. Don Mitchell, Game 1, scores 50 against the Pacers in this series. Now, I'm not saying, let me get the elephant in the room. I'm not saying that Don Mitchell is doing everything. I'm saying that the Pacers changed up their entire game plan. From Game 3 to Game 4, the Pacers made adjustments, changed up their game plan. Because if the Cavs somehow can come back at home and change their game plan, because now you got Mitchell with a ankle frame, you got Mitchell with an ankle frame, which I hope he comes back 100% better. There's a lot of questions going in here for the Cavs. You could either say here that the Cavs need to win a series here. Because if the Cavs don't win Game 5, the Cavs season is over. Because the Cavs now have to make a decision in this offseason. Which guys are they going to resign? Like, you have Mobley, you have Don Mitchell, you have Darius Garland, Jarrett Allen. You have your core 4. You have your core 4. But this is no like LeBron James on the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is Don Mitchell. Like, this is Don Mitchell. I think that having Darius Garland back from Game 3, having Darius Garland in Game 3 back. I'm just going to bring up Game 3 for a second. Having Darius Garland return. Having Deontay Hunter return. Having Evan Mobley return. That was a big win for the Cavaliers. Game 3. Because what I saw was good ball movement. Good ball movement. Incredible defense. incredible defense. Because now you're saying to me, you're saying to me, you're saying to me is that the Cavs, as a Cavs fan, we won 64 games this season. We have the number one. We won the number. We have the number one seed, and we're going against a number 4 or 3 seed right now. And they're about to like beat us in 5 games. If the Pacers beat the Cavs in Game 5, I'll be totally surprised here. For one, because let me get this straight. Darius Garland takes some of the pressure off of Don Mitchell. He takes some of the pressure off Don Mitchell. Darius Garland does. I think that when we look at the Cavs team that we have this year, and I'm going to bring this up, there's no Caris LeVert on this Cavaliers team. There's no Caris LeVert. I think that the way that the Cavs play, last year you got bounced out the first round. Last year the Cavs got bounced out the first round. To the New York Knicks. And now you got one game to adjust. What does this say if you have Don Mitchell, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley? You have your core 4 right there. Jared Allen. You have your core 4, and that's going to be your core 4 going into the near future. If the Cavs can somehow win Game 5, win Game 6, and then get a Game 7 out of it, don't you think for a second that the Cavs aren't going to win the series? Because, for one, I'm not counting them out. No Cavaliers fan is counting out the Cleveland Cavaliers or the Cavs. Because when we look at it, yes, you can say Indiana came out, get those easy money buckets and get those Jam City dunks. And just dominated the whole game and blew and blew the Cavs out of the water. You can't say that. Because once Don Mitchell goes down with that ankle frame, which I hope he comes back 100% better, I don't think that Cavaliers fans like myself should not count out the Cavs, because if somehow they come back in the series, they win this year. They come back in the series. They win this year. They come back in this Indiana series. Because you flipped the Miami Heat. This isn't the Miami Heat where you can run over. You can say that the Pacers dominated the whole way. And really just plummeted the Cavaliers. Like, when you let somebody score 80 points on you, 80 points. And that's hard for me to say because, for one, you only scored not 39 points or 30 points at half. Is this I don't know if Indiana, when you score 8 points, was the Cavs for a second? Was the Cavs for a second playing against the Monstars? Like, if you guys remember, I don't think if you guys will know what I'm talking about. Now, the Monstars was a Space Jam movie with Michael Jordan. Was the Cavs, what Indiana was playing like the Monstars. Like, 80 points? The Cavs need to... I get that you hold it. I get that the Cavs, game 3, did a good job on the defense side of the ball and on the offsides of the ball. But Darius Garland is doing a good job taking the pressure off of Don Mitchell. Taking some of the pressure off Don Mitchell. Because now Don Mitchell gets to play off the ball more. There are going to be questions on how can this Cavaliers team come? The Cavs will come back, in my opinion. That is what the Cavs will do. They're going to come back game 5. And I know that they're going to hit some easy money buckets. They're going to get some Jam City dunks. But when you lose, this isn't something that you go for 8 points. Like, you have a good backcourt with Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell. You have a good backcourt with those guys. But in this series, the Cavs don't have LeBron. The Pacers don't have Paul George or Oladipo. Or the Cavs don't have Kyrie, Kevin Love. All you have in this series is Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell going against Halliburton, Naismith, Evan Turner, Ben McLemore. And on the other side, for the Cavs, you have Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Jarrett Allen. The Cavs have to figure something out Game 5, because if they let this fall down like this and lose in 5, there are going to be questions. Because now you're saying, what could the Cavs do? Could the Cavs, I don't know, hypothetically, let's just say this is a big what if. Could the Cavs go and get like a LeBron James in free agency if they lose in 5? I don't know. But that's only if they lose. I don't see the Cavs losing. I see the Cavs winning Game 7. You can say if the Cavs want to win Game 7, Game 6. I mean, you can say that the Cavs really want to go in to Game 5 and win this thing. Because there's no LeBron on this team. There's no Kevin Love on this team. There's no Richard Jefferson on this team. There's no Kyrie, no Kevin Love. You got Darius Garland, incredible player. You got Donovan Mitchell, incredible player. Evan Mobley, incredible player. Jarrett Allen, incredible player. This Cavaliers team is different than the 2016 Cavaliers team that won a championship. Because now you're telling me that if Donovan Mitchell can go off for 43 in Game 3, I hope that Donovan Mitchell gets 100% better and is able to play the rest of this series. Because we know what Darius Garland can do in those easy money buckets. We know what Evan Mobley can do. Like, he blocked Halliburton in Game 3. We know what Evan Mobley can do. We know what Jarrett Allen can do. He can get blocks and rebounds and Jam City dunks. We just have to see can the Cavs come back in this series? Because I am not. Like, I'm going to be real here. I'm always going to be a Cavs fan. If the Cavs have a good season, a decent season, or an incredible season, I am always going to be a Cavs fan. Because when you look at it, the Cavs came back from a 3-1 deficit in the NBA Finals against the Golden State Warriors in 2016. This is a whole different team. But I will always be a Cavaliers fan. No matter how the Cavs do. Because at the end of the day, when you're a true fan of a team, when you're a true fan of a basketball team, of a football team, you're a true fan. So if the Cavs do lose in 5, I'm still going to be a Cavs fan, no doubt. But I don't see them losing in 5. I see them winning in 7. And I'm not counting my Cavaliers out. Because I'm always going to be a Cavaliers fan, no matter what. No matter if the Cavs have a winning season, make it to the first round, make it to the second round like they did this year, third round, to the conference finals, I'm always going to be a Cavs fan, no doubt. No doubt. No doubt, I'm always going to be a Cavs fan. Because we have a good team on paper. We have a good team that can win a championship. And if we win a championship next year, the year after that, or in a few years, that will be our first championship without LeBron James on a Cavaliers roster. But my point is, don't count out the Cavaliers. Do not count out the Cavaliers here. Because for those that are saying, oh, the Cavs season is over, the Cavs season is over with, let me get the elephant out of the room. There is no way until the final buzzer sounds that the Cavs season is over. Because I am still confident that my Cavs will win in 5 games. I mean, in 7 games. And this will be a 7-game series. Because Darius Garland is going to step up. Hopefully, Don Mitchell comes back. 100% better. Evan Mobley is a defense player of the year. Like, you have to win this game. And I know my Cavs will win this game. But guys, sub if you're new and never give up your dreams. And I hope all of you guys are safe out there. And stay blessed, everybody, and peace.